Welcome to Music du Jour. I'm your host, Casey MacGill, strumming your way from the fabled Ridgewood Room high atop the hills of Tacoma, Washington. The first couple of songs I'm doing today, I'm going to dedicate to an old buddy of mine who's gone on. He's in the big back room. And when we worked together, this next couple of tunes, I used to play with him and accompany him. And we had a lot of fun together. His name is Ben Staley. And we used to have a lot of fun over in Spokane, Washington during my exile over there. No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Hey, misbehaving, saving my love for you. All for you. I know for certain, the one that I love. I'm through with flirting, just you I'm thinking of. Hey, misbehaving, saving my love for you. All for you, like Jackie Horner in the corner, ain't going nowhere, what do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for, believe me. I don't stay out late, don't care to go. Just me and my radio, ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jackie Horner in the corner, ain't going nowhere, what do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for, believe me. I don't stay late, don't care to go home about, ain't just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. All for you. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. All right. Ain't misbehaving. Welcome, everybody. Karen Ludwig, long time no see. Hope you're still doing your photography and dance. And Christopher Bennett. All right. Yeah, he's going, we can hear you. It helps when I turn on my microphone. I started out doing these broadcasts with the iPhone, and when we went to a little bit more sophisticated format, it was just too much for my feeble brain to remember to turn on the little lavalier mic. I've got a mic here on my lapel, and by golly, sometimes it's just too tough for me to remember to turn that darn thing on. Anyway, welcome everybody. It's great to see you popping up there on the comment screen, and I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and we're enjoying life over here at the Ridgewood Room in Tacoma, Washington, and I want to do a couple more songs dedicated to my friend Ben Staley. Ben was a wonderful raconteur, singer, guitar player. He wrote a lot of great songs, and He was kind of one of the cornerstones of musical entertainment in the Inland Empire over in Spokane, Washington, for a number of years. And I'm absolutely delighted I had a chance to perform with him and enjoy him as a person and a musician. So, anyway, I'm going to move on to I don't know, I think maybe I'll keep that uke around just in case I get the impulse. But I'm going to start this next tune on the piano. And I was inspired to do this song from a new acquaintance of mine, Mr. Austin Casey, who lives in Olympia, Washington. Austin's a great fan of vocal groups and vocal harmony, and he mentioned the Ink Spots. And actually, he posted a wonderful candid photograph of them on tour, which I had never seen before. You know, right at the height of their career, around 1941, and it was the original group with Nick Kinney, the great tenor lead singer, and all the guys in that group, and that inspired me to do this next tune. And I'm going to give you the typical Ink Spot introduction. They had a formula for their tunes, and most of them would start with this introduction. He goes to Nick Kinney. He's turning over in his grave right now. Sorry, Nick. Or Bill Kinney. My friend Ben was a big fan of the Ink Spots, and he did a handful of these tunes. Shall we go to the other camera? Here we go. We three, we're all alone, living in a memory. My echo, my shadow, and me. Ooh, we three, we're not a crowd, we're not even company. My echo, my shadow, and me. What good is the moonlight, silvery moonlight that shines way up above? I walk with my shadow, talk with my echo, but where is the one I love? We three will wait for you, wait until eternity. My echo, my shadow, and me. We three, we're all alone, living in a memory. My echo, my shadow, and me, baby. Yes, we three, we ain't no crowd. You know, we're not even company. Mm-hmm. My echo, my big fat old shadow, and me. What good is the moonlight, silvery moonlight that shines way up above? I walk with my shadow and talk with my echo, but where is the one I love? We three will wait for you, wait until eternity. My echo, my shadow, and me. We three. All right. That was a tune, We Three, that was a big hit for one of our favorite singing groups, the Ink Spots. And it featured, it was a formula. They had that piano intro on a lot of their tunes. And it would start out with the romantic tenor singing the melody, and then we'd have a spoken recitative, and then come back and finish up with the tenor singing, and then there would be this lovely group harmony doing oohs and ahs with chords in behind the lead vocals. So, excuse me. That was a tune, We Three. It was a big hit for the Ink Spots, and also it was a favorite of one of my musical friends, Mr. Ben Staley. And I'm dedicating a couple of songs to Ben today, just not for any particular reason other than I was just thinking about him. And a great photograph that just popped up of the Ink Spots inspired me to play that song today. And so I thought, oh, let me do a couple more songs that Ben sang and I accompanied him on. And so that was one of them. Also, Ben, a lot of people have done Ain't Misbehavin'. And Ben did that too, that first song that we did. And I've got one more I want to do for you. This is that I'm dedicating to him. This one is a tune. I don't know if the Ink Spots did this or not. I'm not as well educated on them as I am on a few other groups, but it's called She's Funny That Way. And it's a lovely tune. And we're actually working on that here at home at the Ridgewood Room. And Jessica's going to be working up a version of that. So I get to learn it in another key. And anyway, so I'm excited to play this for you. It's a favorite of mine. And this will be a piano tune. Not much to look at, nothing to see. Glad that I'm living, lucky to be. I've got a woman crazy for me. She's funny that way. Can't save a dollar, I can't raise a cent. She never hollers, she'd live in a tent. I got a woman crazy for me. She's funny that way. Though she'd work and slave for me every day, she'd be so much better off if I went away. Why should I leave her? Why should I go? She'd be unhappy without me, I know. I've got a woman crazy for me. She's funny that way. she'd work and slave for me every day. Oh, she'd be so much better off if I went away. But why should I leave her? Why should I go? She'd be unhappy without me, I know. I've got a woman crazy for me. She's funny that way. All right. She's funny that way. That was a tune from the late 20s and a lovely ballad. And that concludes my tribute to my good friend, Mr. Ben Staley, guitarist, singer, raconteur, noted wit around the Inland Empire for many years, and songwriter as well. So I'm going to do one more song for you before I disappear into the Ethernet. But Christopher says, do I have a LinkedIn profile? Yes, I do, but I'm not really active on it. Anyway, anyway, folks, first of all, I want to thank everybody who has made donations to our show. And we really appreciate the support. And it's been and continues to be a lot of fun getting to play music for you and get to play some of these good old good ones, as Mr. Armstrong would say. And also some of my original tunes. We also have a cocktail hour, which is a monthly show. It's the first Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this coming show in February is on the 4th. And we have some great special guests from the world of ukulele playing, Danny Joy and Perry Stouffer. And they are going to be joining us from Portland, Oregon, from their home and also Music Emporium. So it's going to be a really fun show. They're great singers and ukulele players, and they've got a lot of great tunes that they do. So we're very excited to have them with us. And another old friend of mine, Jude Swift, is going to be our celebrity bartender, mixing up a potent libation for us. And Jude will be joining us from the hills of Bel Air, California. And it'll be great to see her. And in addition to being a musical talent, Jude has written a number of songs, is an excellent pianist and singer. And in addition to those talents, she's also a prodigious quilter. So she's going to do some show and tell and share some of her quilting projects with us. And we're kind of excited about that, actually. We are very crafty here around the MacGill household. And Jessica always has a sewing project going, and we've been doing a lot of home improvements here at the house. So it's going to be a fun show. That'll be Thursday, February the 4th at 7 p.m. And later on in February, we're going to whip up a continental cocktail hour that will be on the third Sunday of the month. And it'll be early in the day, so it'll be able to get picked up easily by our friends over in the UK and on the continent. So anyway, I want to do one more tune for you. And this one will be a ukulele adventure. And it's a song from the late 20s. And it was written by this young fellow named Roger Wolf Kahn, who was the son of a very wealthy financier, Otto Kahn. And Roger Wolf Kahn was a kind of a musical prodigy, played a half a dozen different instruments. And because of his great wealth, he was able to put together an orchestra of very talented musicians, which included Joe Venuti, the great jazz violin player, Vic Burton, a fantastic 1920s drummer, and there were a lot of great musicians who passed through the ranks of that group. And he recorded some fantastic tunes with them. And one of them was called "She's a Great Great Girl," and was the recording debut of one of our musical heroes, Mr. Jack Teagarden. And he was freshly arrived in New York in 1928 from his his home state of Texas, and just put the musicians in New York in a tailspin of delight with his great trombone playing. And he didn't sing on that record, but he turned out to be a wonderful singer as well as a fantastic trombonist. So that was the Roger Wolf Kahn band, and Roger Wolf Kahn wrote a few songs, and this is probably his most famous one. It goes like this. Crazy rhythm, here's a doorway. I'll go my way, you go your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through. Here's where we have a showdown. I'm too high hat, you're too low down. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. They say that when the highbrow meets a lowbrow, walking down old Broadway, soon the highbrow, he has no brow. Ain't it a shame? And you're to blame. What's the use of prohibition? You produce the same condition. Crazy rhythm, I've gone crazy too. I like that, da da da. I like that, da da da. I like that, da da da. Ba da doo da 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 da. I like that, da da da. I like that, da da da. I like that, da da da. Ba da 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 da. La da do 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 da la da da. La da da do 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 do. Ah, la da 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 da. Ah, la da 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 da. Ba da do da 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 da. Crazy rhythm, here's the doorway. I'll go my way, you go your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through. Here's where we have a showdown. I'm too high hat, you're too low down. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. They say that when the highbrow meets a lowbrow, walking down old Broadway, soon the highbrow, he has no brow. Ain't it a shame? And you're to blame. What's the use of prohibition? You produce the same condition. Crazy rhythm, I've gone crazy too. All right, everybody. Hey, you all stay safe out there and healthy. And if you want to make a little donation, you can go to PayPal or Venmo, and we've got the addresses here on the show in the comments. And thank you so much for listening. It's always great to get a chance to play some music and hang out with you. And don't forget, the Music du Jour is a Monday through Friday affair, and we usually start things up in the neighborhood of 12:30 Pacific time. So please come see us again, and we'll catch you hopefully tomorrow.